That will be a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, Ash.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb running right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Ash, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, Ash. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go play action. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So that one will be accepted. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry from 13 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a give, running left is Harris. 54 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing, Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it a second down. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 27, Mayfield. Brought in by Coates. Breaks through the contact, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, Chubb. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Still 15 yards to go. 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 62 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a three-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Harris. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Off the play fake, Jones. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. final play of the half. Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
First down. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A give to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Chris Godwin.
40 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Ash finding some room at midfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones hit and the ball's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Off play action. Jones. High throw, but he makes the catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd third and short. The give to the tight end. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Mayfield now. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. Runs over it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Chubb will get the call, running left. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 17-yard line. A big pickup there on the run. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ash. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Ash, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here, the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 29, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Jones throwing on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical third down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
2nd and 10.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mayfield to throw.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and